Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you that Emerald Weapon isn't that tough. Emerald Weapon is an optional super boss added in the international release of the game. It's available anytime after you get the submarine, but you should probably wait until you're a pretty high level. Emerald swims around underwater. It's a bit creepy, but you can avoid it entirely by staying as high as possible in the submarine if you don't want to fight it. Due to fighting underwater, the battle has a 20-minute time limit. If the time limit expires, your party drowns and it's a game over. You can prevent this with the underwater materia. Emerald has the most hit points of any monster in the game at 1 million, and has some really wicked attacks which can make him pretty intimidating if you're coming at him for the first time. However, the trick to fighting him is knowing exactly how he functions. If you know how he fights, you can control the fight. Emerald's weakness is the gravity element, which is unusual as most bosses don't have a susceptibility to gravity, they're outright immune to it. Gravity does damage based on the remaining percentage of a target's hit points. For example, the gravity materia has 3 spells: Demi, Demi 2, and Demi 3. Demi inflicts 25% of the target's current HP as damage. Demi 2 inflicts 50%, and Demi 3 inflicts 75%. This is Emerald's critical weak point, because we can exploit this with other materia to inflict massive damage in a single turn. Damage in Final Fantasy VII caps out at 9,999 points of damage per hit, so even the weakest of the gravity spells will inflict maximum damage. By combining this with other materia, we can actually hit with gravity 8 times per character per turn, for a total of 24 hits at 9,999 damage, or just under 240,000 damage, almost a quarter of Emerald's max HP. Gravity and Quadra gives us our 4 hits, and then W Magic gives us our 8 per character per turn. We're also going to want the W item materia, so we can quickly use Hero Drinks, which boost our stats by an additional 100%. Master Double Cut will help when Emerald activates its eyes and we need to kill them quickly to prevent it from using its ultimate attack. Counter Attack will let us get in free hits whenever Emerald hits us, and Underwater Materia will remove that pesky time limit I mentioned earlier. For equipment, just use whatever the best is that you have. I'd recommend Crystal level gear or better. You can get Crystal level gear at Mideel, which is the small town on the island on the lower right of the map. Let's see if we can find Emerald. He's always in a different spot when you go underwater, and his location changes anytime there's a scene transition. So if you can't find him, you can just surface and resubmerge, but we found him. So first let me just demonstrate that you can indeed prevent him from starting a battle by just staying as high as possible. As you saw, I just went right over him, like that. But since we're here to actually fight him, let's get to it. First thing we're going to do is just use Hero Drinks on all of our characters. We're going to start with Barret here. We're going to use a TS Bomb and a Mega Elixir to heal from that injury that Cloud took. We only need to use 4 Hero Drinks on each character to max out our potential. Once all 4 Hero Drinks are in place on each character, most of Emerald's attacks are just going to do triple-digit numbers of damage, basically negligible amounts. And as you see, when we use Demi, it's going to hit 8 times, which is exactly what we want. When Emerald activates his eyes, we're going to want to use our limit break so that we can take out the eyes as quickly as possible. If the eyes are active too long, Emerald will use its most powerful attack, Aritam Storm, which is really a pain because it deals 1,111 damage to each character for each materia they have equipped. Therefore, a party member that has 9 materia equipped will be killed instantly even if they're at full health and have 9,999 max HP. Now that the eyes have been killed, Emerald reverts to his base state. Some more experienced players out there may be wondering why we're not using Knights of the Round summon. There's actually a line in Emerald's coding that says that if it's hit with Knights of the Round and is at less than 50% health, it will instantly retaliate with Aritam Storm. It's probably a good idea not to risk that. and we just keep hitting Emerald with various demi-spells. Eventually it'll start taking less than 9,999 damage per hit, and that's when we know we can hit it with things other than gravity. Right there. Now, as soon as it's Cid's turn, we can hit it with High Wind, or really anything at this point. And there we go. Emerald is defeated. Now you'll see that we gain a massive amount of XP and AP, 50,000 each. So it's a good idea to put any materia that you want to level up quickly into a slot. Knights of the Round is a good one, actually, because it'll gain the full 50,000. And otherwise, Knights of the Round is very difficult to level up. You'll also see that we gain an Earth Harp from defeating Emerald. Now, the Earth Harp doesn't actually do anything, but what we can do with it is if we submerge and we go back to port, there's actually something we can trade it for. If we get out of the submarine, hop back on my Chocobo, back into the High Wind. If we fly up to Calm, the first little town we went to after leaving Midgar, and we go up to this house, and up to the second floor, and talk to this old man. He will trade it for 3 master materia, not to be confused with mastered materia. And he'll give us these 3. Master Summon, Master Magic, and Master Command. Now these are special, because if we put them, you'll see the description says equips all magic. And it's the same thing with the command. It says equips all commands. And same thing with the summon. Master Summon. All summon monsters summoned. And if we look at Barret's magic list now, you'll see he can now cast every single spell in the game in battle. Same thing with the summon. He can now summon every single summon monster in battle. And this has a little added caveat. Normally, when you equip a summon materia, even if it's mastered, you can only summon it 5 times per battle. But with the master summon equipped, you can cast each of these an infinite number of times per battle, should it be necessary. Finally, if we look at Barret's stats, you can see in the little box here on the right that he has access to every single command, except for enemy skill, because enemy skill functions fundamentally differently than any other command. So that's it. That's everything about Emerald Weapon. Next time is going to be Ruby Weapon. Not sure when that'll be up, but I'll see you next time. Bye.